All right, Mitch, thank you so much for your time. First of all, how are you and where are you right now?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Daniel. I'm in Pittsburgh right now, and we have a few games here, and then head out to Baltimore, and then Dallas, and then finally back home in Toronto.
Okay. You grew up in California. You got drafted by the Dodgers. You spent, I guess, you went to school in California as well, right? So, but now all of a sudden, I guess you got a phone call. Now you are with the Blue Jays in a different country, different coast. How's the transition for you so far?
All things considered, it's been really smooth. The team here has been open and great. The city's been awesome. Tons of great food. Speaking of Korean food, really good Korean food. It's been really fun to explore and hang out there. So I've had fun. It's definitely different. You know, the East Coast vibe, the Canadian thing, all that, but different in a good way for sure.
Okay. You mentioned Korean food. What's your favorite Korean food?
Weird, because usually during the season I don't get a chance to eat as much Korean food, but being in LA, where they got Koreatown's amazing, and then now in Toronto, Korean food's great. A lot of Korean barbecue is easy. Okay. I used to, as a kid, I used to love naengmyeon a lot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I would just eat like bowls and bowls of it as a kid.
Okay. Well, California weather goes perfectly with naengmyeon, I think.
Yeah, like that summer comfort food.
Okay. Have you had any opportunity to kind of interact with the Hyunjin View? He's rehabbing right now. Did you see him around while you were in Toronto?
Yeah, he's always around in Toronto. He doesn't travel with us on these big road trips, but obviously because he's got a rehab. But he's been awesome. He actually took out. I wasn't able to go, sadly. He took out all the starting pitchers to the Korean barbecue place, and it's funny because he walks in and everyone knows who he is. He's treated like royalty. The food just kind of, I don't know the orders exactly, it's just the food keeps coming and coming and coming, and you don't stop until he's ready. So
just a couple of weeks ago, I remember watching you pitch at the Yankees Stadium against Garrett Cole. You pitched really, really well. I think your parents were at the stadium as well. How was that experience like?
That was fun. Yankee Stadium was cool. That would been the first time I played there. I like being in New York City in general. It's a cool place. There's always something going on. I'm lucky I have a lot of friends and family out there too, who are actually mostly diehard Yankees fans, so that's a little tougher for them.
Okay. How about your grandfather? I know that he passed away a few years ago. His love for baseball, how did that impact you as a young kid?
Growing up, like doing all those Little League, T-ball, all those All-Star, Little League All-Star games and stuff like that, you would always be out there. Towards the end, it was kind of harder for him to communicate. But that was one thing where he was able to be around the whole family, and he loved watching us play. It was me and my other cousin were the same age. We played together on a lot of teams. So I think baseball for him was an outlet to kind of connect with us.
Especially when you're with the Dodgers, whenever we see a picture of you, you reminded of us of Channel Park. Have you heard that before, or have you?
I've definitely heard it. I don't know if I see it exactly comparison, but there's definitely obviously the other stuff, and I'll take it. But there's definitely obviously the starting pitcher and LA Dodgers obviously get blown up in Korea. So I don't know if I don't think I've met Channel actually.
Okay. The fans' initial reaction is he looks just like Channel Park. Right. Did you ever had an opportunity to visit Korea when you were younger?
Yeah. When I was younger, when I was about 7 or 8 probably. Okay. We went back with my family and it was fun. I remember it being fun, but I don't remember too many details. I think we went to Jeju. I remember there was like a water park there, some crazy stuff. Okay. I remember walking around the city.
When you were making your major league debut, there was a shot of your family. I think it was your cousins and your aunts. And one of your, I believe it was one of your aunts. She had a blue baseball cap on with the Korean flag with the letter K, which basically means it was a cap of the Korean national team. She had on as you were making your major league debut. And my next question to you is World Baseball Classic is coming up. I think they may ask you, or they may have already asked you about you playing for Team Korea. Is that something that you'd be interested in doing?
Definitely would be interested and definitely would love to do it. But I don't know if it's realistic. given, like you said, my situation, one is a starting pitcher and two is someone trying to establish themselves. Given, next year is going to be a big year for me to hit the ground running and take advantage of this opportunity I have. And so I don't think realistically I'm going to be doing it. I think it would be an amazing honor. I think it would be a lot of fun, but I don't know if it's in the cards right now.
Okay. Do you remember your first strikeout at the Major League game?
I don't really remember it. I was kind of blacked out, I think, but I remember it was Shin-Soo-Choo.
Yeah, it was. I had to bring that up, but he's in Korea right now, playing in KBO. Well, Mitch, I don't want to take up too much of your time. There's so many Dodger fans here in Korea, and there's so many Blue Jays fans here in Korea because of Hyunjin View. You basically have played for both organizations, and the fact that you're Korean American has gotten a lot of attention, whether you realize it or not. What can you say to all the Korean fans? I think they're a little bit disappointed that you probably will not join Team Korea.
Well, that's just that I appreciate the support. I think it's awesome to be able to connect with my heritage like that, and hopefully, whether it be for the World Baseball Classic or whatever, hopefully I can come back and do something in Korea sometime soon. I don't know if that'll be playing necessarily or whatever, but I'd love to come visit.
There are different types of naengmyeon in Korea, which I think
exactly.
Give it a shot. All right, Mitch, thank you so much for your time. Good luck, stay healthy rest of the way, and keep in touch, brother.
Beautiful, thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care, Daniel.
Okay.